Come on, J5. I got some people that are dying to meet you.
The Hot Racking Podcast.
It was understated, it was classy, and elegant. I've been to a million of those things, and nobody puts out rosemary flatbread paninis.
Boring.
One ping only. Captain, I just... Ping, Vasily. One ping only, please.
Here's your host.
The children have been very bad on Elm Street. Rise up, Jason! Your work isn't finished!
And now, the player coach of Platoon Squad. At
5.
6 from North Carolina, His Royal Airness, Gordon!
Siblets. Don't do that. So dumb, dude.
So many wrinkles.
All right, so
Zoom in on my damn wrinkly ass old face, like, and then I just do this. Look at that.
Why is it?
Oh, so wrinkly.
So wrinkly.
Oh my god! If it was in that, what's that commercial where it's like, so tasty or something?
Oh, so tasty. What if I just do this whole video in black and white?
Yeah, that's cool. I mean, what settings are you using for that?
Advanced settings.
The webcam settings? Ooh, sunburnt.
Toasty.
What's right light do? Did that change my lighting? No. Exposure, gain. White balance should be all the way up, right? We're super white.
No, you can go to auto or whatever. Oh, I need to restore defaults because that's too much white, man.
Like right there?
Yeah, you look good there. See, I think that's too bright, man. That's all up in my group.
Look.
What?
Hello.
Oh, you can flip it?
Yeah, the mirrored image orientation, yeah.
I want to be able to do that.
You want to do anti-flicker? No.
Yeah, I got mine at 60 hertz. Test.
Mine's on
Test.
60,
Okay, well, whatever.
Chaka Khan, let me love it.
So on this one, I wanted to. Did you check out the new video? Did you look at it?
Are you talking about my booty video?
No, the one on YouTube, the last episode. Go look at it real quick.
I watched it last night.
No, I changed it. I made some edits. You check out the very first and the very end.
Okay, YouTube. You ever start typing and I don't look at the keyboard and I'm just not on home row because I never use this laptop for anything. So I have no idea what I just spelt. It was gross. Hot racking. Last call for wake ups. You talking about flow?
Yeah.
Oh, it's actually the right amount of time now instead of only being 37 minutes.
Click it.
Like a.
No, you gotta.
Nice.
And then just skip to like 50 seconds.
Understated. It was clap.
Bring this up.
I'm on all the time. You're live. So, like, can you see me?
Okay, so that's it. And then go to the very end, like to whatever the last couple 30 seconds.
Okay. I wrote down the topic. Authordships.
It's dumb.
The authordships. The auxiliary tank of episodes. I write down all the topics as we go through, and then I wrote them in the description. So, I mean, this one we didn't start with a theme. Is what I was getting at. This is more free flow. A lot of them have themes. What do you mean? We discussed that earlier. Like if we were going to discuss sports. Oh, I got you. Well, yeah, I thought that those would be. Yeah, we just on those, and we would do
I
those.
should have just cut all that out.
Huh? Say that word one more time. Which one?
Here's that word.
This is more free flow.
Watch.
A lot
Listen.
of themes. What do you mean?
I heard it.
We discussed that earlier. Like if we were going to discuss sports. Oh, I got you. Well, yeah, I thought that those would be. Yeah, we'd specifically decide on those. We'd do those like. Say that word again. Huh? Say that word one more time. Which one? Specifically. Specifically. Okay. You did not say that. If you go back on this video.
Oh,
you
cool.
did not. All right, we're wrapping this.
Dude, how'd you do
Okay,
that?
man, I love you. I love
Which one? What,
How'd you put the dolphin in the next episode?
Oh, those are on all of them now. Yeah, put all those in.
Oh.
And at the end, does it come back up with the pot racking
you. Have a
graphic?
party.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Yeah.
That's good, man. Thank you very much. That's a great job.
So what sucks is I have to download that video. Once it's posted, they have to download it, do my edits, re-upload it with all that. Kind of sucks.
Because we're not using software. Why? What's going on?
When I cover it, the color gets better. It's like washed out until I do that. See that?
Yeah, that's the auto brightness. You got to
I like that.
uncheck your advanced settings for your auto corrected thingy-mabobber.
Turn on brightness. Whoa, 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 no!
Jesus.
Did you see that?
Oh my God. Dude, right when the bomb hits.
It's like what? What?
I'm thinking about going and putting my contacts in.
Oh, that's real. I'm thinking about doing a dark. It's a dark episode, I think. You know?
We're talking about?
It's gonna be dark.
All right. Let me go get some candles.
All right. I'm gonna mute so I know when to cut this all out.
I'll make our clap.
Okay, I like that right there. It's too bright. So
Is my side okay? Do I need to change anything?
No, that's good. It's fine. So before, just gotta remember if we find something that they think's funny, since I'm gonna edit them anyways, we might as well. Instead of doing the clap thing, it doesn't work because
you want me to set a like a stopwatch going?
No, what we'll do is let's put like I'll put my hands up or something, and we just need to mute for like 30 seconds, and I'll see that. So when we did the clap thing, it didn't really work that great because when it's all compressed on my screen, I can't tell where the claps are, but you can see where it mutes for 30 seconds. So we'll just mute.
So,
I mean, I can look at the video, but that doesn't help me. It's either just see the timeline.
We're doing this, and then we just give it like a hard 10 count, 10 Mississippi.
Yeah, it should work. We'll try that.
5 Mississippi.
If it's something we think is really funny, after we do it, we'll just do that. So I can just have a marker. It kind of sucks, man. I wish there was a way to mark it. I can do that in real videos, but stop looking up at the camera like that. Damn it.
I'm trying to get look.
Oh, I don't like that either.
Today I was putting together some stuff. I had my toolbox out.
You trying to look all professional?
No, I'm trying to get this office set up the way I need it to be set up. And since I had to work from home today, it was like whatever.
So my idea for today is I'm going to ask you some 20 open-ended questions for couples, but I'm not going to ask you all 20.
Oh.
I'm not going to ask you all 20. I'm just going to ask you the good ones.
You know how long I've been single? It doesn't work.
Yeah, I know, but it'll be funny.
I'm so lonely. Okay, so hold on a second.
I'm just letting you know. And then we also need some funny
We have not covered that in the new show, what our sexual orientations are.
We haven't covered anything. We haven't told them who we are, where we're from, what we used to do. We haven't done anything. It's been very open.
If we're going to talk about couples, we do have to be completely open and stuff. So I am a straight man. I am into vaginal and oral intercourse. That's it, really.
Why is that Why does that need to be said?
Because
Why?
You're just afraid to admit it because you're just into whatever comes through the door. It's different for both of us.
That's not true. That's completely not true. I'm not into whatever comes through the door. What are you looking at?
Just be quiet and leave you hanging there and say, like, no, it's not.
I mean, that could be dudes. That could be anything. I don't know what you're talking about, man. Not everything comes to the door.
Okay. Let's both admit that we have children, or you have a child, I have children.
Yeah, we've said that before.
We've been in plenty of relationships with women.
Too many.
Yeah. I just think that has to be put out there because if we're answering these questions honestly, it's kind of like when you do a personality.
What's that word? What's that word?
Personality. I have a huge fat tongue, ladies. I don't know what that means either.
Yeah, that's usually not a good thing.
Is it not?
No.
Oh.
Hey, I know that drawing in the background there.
Shut up. So anyway, what I was saying is it's kind of like when you do a personality test. You want to do it, are you at home or are you at work? How are you answering these questions? And I would think that if you're, I think if you're in a relationship, you're in a relationship, but I need to state that I haven't been in a relationship in a long time. Like I've been single for way too long. I'm so single now that I'm getting that creepy single where I'm pretty sure I freak people out just all the time. I'm just giving them the face like,
Ooh, come on over here, girl. I like you what I see.
oh, we're both looking at the avocados at Kroger. All right.
Are these avocados ripe?
I don't know why you got that voice, but yeah, you got a creepy voice too.
I don't know. I'm pretty sure. Well, I was always told that the first time I meet, especially a beautiful woman, I've always been told that I lower my voice a couple octaves.
You do.
I'm like,
you do.
Hey,
You do that all the time.
ladies and gentlemen. But then after I'm talking to him for a while, I'm like,
I really wish I could talk to you more.
Can I get your number, girl?
oh, girl, let's do each other's hair. All right, so let's start. What kind? This is a couples quiz.
Oh, it's not a couples quiz. It says 20 open-ended questions for couples. I guess, is that a quiz?
Sounds like something from Cosmo that starts fights.
I thought it'd be funny. Yeah, I just want to start a fight with you.
With me?
Yeah. I'm sure
Oh.
you'll get offended about something, or
I
I don't know. Let me just ask you. I'll ask you one. This one's pretty fun. Let's see. Okay. If you're able to live to the age of 90 and retain either the mind or body of a 30-year-old for the last 60 years of your life, which would you choose?
Body.
You're just going to be an in-shape 90-year-old dude?
I am about to turn 40, and I wish I had the 30-year-old anything right now.
I don't know about your 30. Does it have to be your 30-year-old body?
At least if I did have my 30-year-old body, when I would get in shape now.
What just happened to your hair?
What do you mean?
It came on camera. It was like, it's like is the hurricane there blowing through?
Not yet. What I mean is, like, when you turn 30, right, everything stopped healing. Like, it takes way longer.
So this question doesn't even make sense because a mind of a 30-year-old, that's not that great.
That just means sharp. You have your sharpness.
What are you going to do with that?
Sit there and be the world's creepiest old man, just making all the jokes like we make now. Like,
yeah, nobody would appreciate him.
My dad is a fantastic old dude because he can be a dirty old man, but he's also very churchy. So, like, he'll say the most perverted jokes, but no one would ever know. Like, we got done eating Thai food, and we come out of the restaurant, and right next to it, of course, is like the nail place and the beauty salon and all the other things. And we're standing there, and he's smoking, and I'm talking to him. And some really, really nice looking girls in like their 20s are walking by, and my dad's like, "Hello, young ladies," and he takes a cigarette and he cups it, and he makes sure they don't walk through his smoke. He's very polite. He holds the door for them, and as soon as he closes the door, all right, sorry, Dad. He says, "I might be a little too old to cut the mustard, but I could still lick the jar."
Oh, what? Oh. I don't even know what that means.
I think it means he can't get the lead in his pencil, but he would still munch on it.
Oh.
And when he says lick the jar, I mean, that's going in. That's like diving to the bottom like a dog with a thing of peanut butter.
All right, here's another one. If you could wake up tomorrow having gained one quality or ability.
Hold on. To go back to that question. Hold on real quick. So to go back to that question,
yeah.
My dad is in his 70s, and he's like, I think he would rather have the body. I think he'd be fine with his old ass brain, but he'd love to be able to just like.
I mean, but what are you going to do with it? You're still 90. So are you going to look like a 90-year-old, or are you going to look like a 30-year-old, but you're a 90-year-old brain? So that means you're not sharp anymore.
Yeah, you become an average 30-year-old.
But you talk like a 90-year-old still.
Yeah, you're saying like whippersnapper.
Hey, Sonny.
You're still showing up at like the early bird specials. Your favorite show's NCIS.
Can you spot me on the weight rack over here?
Yeah,
about 250.
Yeah, I mean I think that'd be ballin'. Actually, you know what? They never blame old people for stealing stuff. So if you had a sharp mind, you could probably get away with a lot, but you can't pick up a lot.
Yeah, I think if I had a 30-year-old mind, I could still pretend to be 90 and get away with a lot of stuff, and I would appreciate it and laugh about it more. So I could act like I'm senile, and I could appreciate it because I'm 30 in the mind.
I'm pretty sure that's just a question about, do you want to live longer? And I don't.
Yeah, the 30-year-old body, that assumes that your body right now isn't already broken down and you're in constant pain, because I am. So right. I wouldn't want a 30-year-old body because I can't wait for the night. I'm hoping stuff starts going numb soon so I don't have to feel it anymore,
But that's what I was saying too. Like when you were in your 20s.
Oh, yeah, when I was like 23 maybe.
Playing ball, and the next morning you're like, let's go.
Yeah. That ankle, I rolled an ankle 3 months ago and it still hurts.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm still in pain, man. I was walking into work this morning at 6 a.m. I'm walking into work, and I just feel this pain. I'm like, hold it together and get to the desk.
On the way back here to do this, because I dropped her off, the little one, and then I'm on my way back, and I have the worst knot right here in my shoulder. So I'm in traffic at a red light, just sitting there, just rubbing the crap out of it. I mean, I'm just going as hard as I can, trying to work it out, because it's like a ping pong ball size, like right here. And I'm just rubbing it. And then I look over, and I mean, I'm making faces. I'm like, oh, and I look over, and there is like a 19-year-old hottie just going, oh, like I almost saw like this happening, like.
You're about to be on Insta. You're about
I know.
to be famous.
Getting old sucks.
Look at this old man.
Yeah.
Dude, so what is Storyful? Have you seen Storyful?
Is it like Musically?
Well, like all the news sources now use it as like, it's like they have their own field reporters. So I guess if there's something in the news, they'll put it on Storyful, and then the news is taking it as. And today I saw somebody. Remember Amato? I saw a video. I saw a video on there. It said Storyful, and it was in Virginia Beach. The water spout. It said Storyful by Amato. I was like, "What? Is that him? Are you kidding me?"
Yeah.
I don't know what it is. I'm kind of curious about what that is.
So back in 2010 is when they started doing like the iReporter, and it was because everybody was getting iPhones and stuff, and they were like, if you're on the scene of something, report it. And I'm pretty sure that's what that is it's just a newer version where it's hosted by a server and all that.
Here it is. The world's social media intelligence agency. Man. All right.
Founded by journalist, Storyful applies to investigate lens, verify the content, and newsroom.
So this is what you should have been doing down in Virginia Beach today with the
I
hurricane.
didn't know it was a thing, so let me add it to my to-do list.
Yeah.
Today I was taking people's data and putting it up in the cloud so they're safe for when the clouds attack us.
People need hot racking podcasts to go out to the scenes, to be the foot on the ground, to get the stories where others will not.
To ask the questions nobody cares about. Everyone's like, Senator Kane, what's going to happen with the midterms? I'm like, hey, is that your real hair? I see you use Perel after you hug those people. You don't like those types of people?
Oh, man. Why are you talking like that to them?
I'm not using my real voice if I'm showing up with my real face.
Oh, man. All right, here's another question for you.
Yes, sir.
If you could wake up tomorrow having gained one quality or ability, what would it be?
Ooh, the Neo question, right? Like the Matrix kind of thing. I know Kung Fu.
And it can't be above 6 feet tall. It's not a...
Oh, like gain a talent.
It says quality or ability.
Oh, quality?
Yeah.
Huh. Is at almost 40 years old, not getting nervous around beautiful women, is that like something that I could do now? Like,
I guess I could.
Oh no, you know what? Not sweating like a retard. I mean, I sweat constantly all the time.
Is that a quality or ability though?
I would like. I think it's. I don't know. I want the ability not to sweat.
The ability to wear antiperspirant.
No, I mean, I'm talking about out of the rest of my body.
What about your pits right now?
Yes, they're bad. Huh. I'm talking about just standing, and if the air's not blowing, it could be 70 degrees, but if there's no air movement, it just starts coming down, man. I can't help it.
So
no, if I had a real
sweat.
If I had a real one that I had to pick, I guess it would be able to communicate in different languages. Like I can understand Spanglish and I can get around in some French, but and sign language. But I would love to be able to translate. I know that phones are doing that now and everything, but I would love to be able to do it.
I think I'd like to be able to play the piano.
Ooh, like concert pianist?
Great, like, yeah.
So you're walking through the Charlotte airport, right?
Yeah.
And when you're in between all those terminals and they got that big grand right there, you would just sit down.
Yeah. Just go to town. People just like, what's this guy? Here's $1.
Would you want to be able to sing as well or no voice? Or you can only pick one.
I only have one, so I'll take the piano. You could fake it.
Just hum a lot.
Yeah, just hum a big hummer. Yeah, and I'll get one of those, nice ladies to be on the piano top in a dress.
Or you just do the thing where you do an impersonation the entire time you're singing, like.
Yeah.
I don't know who that is.
I could sing. I could do it. I could make up some horrible songs.
Oh, you can sing. All right.
Yeah.
We're going to tell it. We'll test that later.
What kind of question is this? If you could be a sound, what would it be? What does that mean? All it comes to mind is a fart. What other sound would you want to be?
The last, like, gurgle. Right? Like. That's one thing a lot of people don't know. That's something a lot of people don't know. They all think like the death is like in the movies when they just lay there and they're just like, oh, let me close your eyes. Bloop. It's not, dude. There is a death gurgle.
So did you read the, I know I'm just hopping all over the place, so I don't care. Did you read the one comment we got on the Instagram post?
Which one? Which post?
So we got it. The last one we posted up. It's the epitome of vanity. You talking about your gym squats.
Oh God.
So there's one person.
I did not look at it. Hold
person
on.
commented, and it says, "What a stunning capture with one of these." And I'm like, I don't think this person actually looked at this. I think he thinks it's a picture, and it's just one of those spamming comments. Because if you go look at his page, it's this super in shape dude with like 30 pictures and 50,000 likes. I'm like, this doesn't make any sense.
Holy crap. This dude dresses nice. I could never wear white pants.
But it's
There's
like,
not a day in my life. But I do look like that. I do look like that when I wear a Henley. But I can't wear white pants. There's no... Okay. While we're on this topic of pants...
This show makes no sense.
No, I'm asking a serious question. All right,
man.
It's getting ready to be fall and then winter, and we're going to need to wear pants. What? All right. Every time I go by, it's kind of like how you make fun of my shoe game all the time. I always have. My pants game is way off. I have no idea. And I want to actually go out on some dates this fall and maybe this winter, because you know how the girls get right before the holidays.
Oh, no, they already got
They got to lock one up.
If they don't have you locked up already, dude, I think it's too late now.
No.
After Labor Day. After Labor Day.
No.
It's
Remember when I sent you that thing that one female comedian made a post and she goes, "How come everybody's getting into relationships?" That was right before Halloween. Because they need to get you
2 or 3 months before Christmas.
No, it has to at least be 2 weeks before Turkey Day so they can ask that awkward question to take you with them to family stuff. They don't care about the gifts at that point. If they wanted the gifts, you're locked up before September. You're locked up long enough for them to like do all the weird moves they want to get into. Like they're draining some stuff.
Oh, God. Come on.
Why are you so weirded out by that?
It's just
like that didn't happen to you.
This is a family show.
All right, sorry.
All right, this is a good one. If you could have 1 hour with someone, dead or alive, who would it be? What would you do and why?
My ex, and she'd be dead.
And what would you do and why?
No, I would not do that. I'm not even going to go there.
You brought
anyone
your ex,
in the
man.
world. Anyone, alive or dead.
Yeah. 1 hour. And your quality's struggling, man. You need to get an Ethernet up there.
So you're saying like it's not just like the meal question, like who do you want to eat with? It's anything you want to do. So that's really weird.
It's weird your mind's going to that. Yeah.
No, it's because I'm
you
like,
could talk to Gandhi. You could
force feed Gandhi.
Listen to Martin Luther King preach to you.
Have you ever gone to his videos on YouTube and looked at the negative comments? It's the funniest stuff you'll ever see. I mean, who puts negative comments on Martin Luther King video? Like, what kind of monster are you? I would do like Martin Luther from when he's left the Catholic Church and was just like banging on the doors and stuff. I would pick him and I would help him destroy the Catholic Church.
Oh my God. In 1 hour. In 1 hour, you're going to help him destroy the Catholic Church?
Yeah.
It's like the first episode where you say you want to bring down organizations.
Yeah.
I want to bring down whole organizations on this thing. What? What does that
I kind of want to take everyone down. I want to bring everyone down to my level. Just sad and depressed.
Oh man.
Okay, who would you do? You can not do, but who would you pick? You're like, yeah.
1 hour. What am I going to do with the rest of the 37
Pamela
minutes?
Anderson before she got Hep C.
Did you just hear what I said? It wasn't even a good joke. I tried to make the joke, but I screwed it up. I ended up complimenting myself.
Go ahead. What were you gonna say?
I said, what would I do with the rest of the 37 minutes?
Ooh.
Like,
You're still,
like
you're
I'm still rocking
talking for a
23.
while.
23. I'm like, that's way too long. I was like, I meant to say 54 minutes, but
I can't imagine how sweaty and out of breath you would be if you pumped for
dude,
that long.
I would be dead. You'd have to bring me back to life to hang out for the last hour. Because that would be it, man. 1 hour with somebody dead or alive. Who just died?
Would you do Robin Williams?
That'd be a good one.
Anthony Bourdain?
He just talked the whole time, you know. I don't think so. Anthony Bourdain. I never liked him. I was thinking maybe like Kurt Cobain and ask him if what's her name did it.
Yeah.
Courtney Love did it.
But you don't even have to really ask that question.
JFK.
Who did it? He didn't see who shot him.
It doesn't matter. I can bring him back.
He's all like, no.
That means I get to watch it happen, or I get the last hour with him. Is that how it works?
He just like looks over. He's like, Grassy, no.
It's like what was that show, Quantum Leap? I get to go react and
Oh my god!
I get to try to save him.
You leaped into his body.
Yeah.
No.
Do you remember that one? That episode?
Yeah.
He leaped into John Wilkes, or not John Wilkes. Yeah, he leaped into John Wilkes' booth.
Yeah. The favorite Quantum Leap episode though was the pregnant lady, because it was just so over the top. It was great. It was just that's when they jumped the shark.
Jumped the shark. Yeah, no, man. The rest of these are kind of horrible. I mean, I could read them.
Okay, hold on. This is all about talking about relationship stuff, right?
Which 3 words describe me best?
Oh, 3 words that describe me best?
Me best. This is like a couple talking. They're asking these questions to each other.
3 words that describe me. Bloated. Hardworking. Is that one word if it's hyphenated?
You're supposed to be saying what describes me best.
Oh, describes you?
Yeah, you're not going to tell me about yourself.
You're going to be stubborn, sensitive, and
it's just negative. All of these.
No. Those 2 are good. Those are good qualities to have. What is it? Loyal? I would say loyal.
Like a dog. You just described a dog.
Well, yeah.
You're a dog.
So I was gonna give you this list of things that. So I've been reading these horrible articles with my birthday coming up. About dating in your 40s.
Mm-hmm.
So this one is must know tips for online dating after 40.
Oh, I like this. Yeah.
So there's just 5 of them. So number 1, and these are not for men, these are for women. So I wanted to see what women have to do. So number 1 is be the boss. Dude, I don't need a bossy person in my life, but it does say that make decisions and be poignant, set guidelines about what you want to do in your life. I think that's pretty good.
I mean, is this supposed to be you doing this or the woman? Is this from a woman's point of view?
This is the woman.
Oh, yeah.
So
yeah,
advice for women, right?
Be the boss? No.
Right. I do like in the write-up though for Be the Boss, it says, you know, like actually have your mind made up. Like pretty much the writer's calling them out. Like, don't just always be like, I don't know.
Yeah, that's annoying too. But being the boss is even worse.
How about this
one?
Bad. How about this one? Number 4, consider a makeover.
Jesus.
Right.
Who's reading this? I'd stop. Okay, I'm done with this article.
Number 5,
butt ugly and busted.
Your personality sucks and you're ugly.
Yeah. You're doing it all wrong. You're ugly. That's why you're single and 40.
Number 5 is the best advice for either men or women, though, and it is check your baggage.
God, this is horrible. This is horrible advice.
No, that's good advice. The past is in the past. You know, don't hold somebody else accountable for the garbage that happened in a previous relationship.
Yeah. Thanks, Huffington Post.
I'm pretty sure I just got my
Not good to
period
go.
for menopause.
Yeah, now I'm gonna get that husband finally. Thanks.
So I'm going to show you this picture. I'm going to screen share it because I think it's me all the time. This is not a picture of Folgers. What the hell? Screen share. Chaka Khan. Do you see it?
The Folgers?
So how'd you get here?
So how'd you get here?
The whole article about dating in your 40s. And how it's so good to find true love in your 40s.
So does that mean you're about to be able to go on that life dating thing? What's it called? We're about to die.com or something?
Elite singles?
Yeah, is that it when you're over 40?
That's over 50, ass.
Just join it now. Just
I can't join that, and I can't join like a lot of that stuff because I'm not old enough.
round up. 10 short jokes.
You can't round up from 40.
Did you see this? Remember the guy we were talking about a couple episodes ago about the homeless guy? Did you hear the newest thing? I think those people that started the GoFundMe were apparently were taking money from the account, and now they're getting indicted because they took money out of this account. It was supposed to be for him.
That's good.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, that's exactly what I thought was happening. It sounded very shady how protective they were of that money.
Well, I'm sure it was when it first started, because wasn't it that lady was homeless and that guy helped her out, and then that guy became homeless and she happened to pawn him, and then she started a GoFundMe page for him. But when it went above $100,000, you could see that they were just changing. They were like the Incredible Hulk, you know.
I did this. He didn't do anything.
Yeah. It's like when you start one of those GoFundMes for your kid and it grows too big, and then you're like, yeah, you ain't getting this. You are not getting any of this. So dating, right? Let's talk about it.
All right.
Which app should I get on? I haven't been even on a first date in over 2 years.
Yikes. I don't know, man. Tinder's horrible. Bumble's horrible.
I know all the jokes about Tinder, but walk me through. So Tinder's just put my bunch of pictures on there, write a little profile, and then just swipes, right?
Yeah.
And if you match up with somebody, then you communicate, and half the time they don't ever actually want to meet up in person.
Yeah. They'll ignore you, and if they do send a message back, you pretty much need to set up a meetup within immediately. Like you talk to them for an hour or two, and then set up a meetup almost immediately, like in the next day or two.
Because if you don't, it just fizzles out.
They just track off onto another guy who starts hitting them up, and then they just start hanging out with them instead, or go out with them, and then you're on the back burner.
But I mean, do you happen to see like older women in there? Like, I'm looking 35 and above.
Yeah. There's 45. There's a bunch, man.
Oh.
Yeah. And then Bumble's kind of the same way. It's the exact same thought process, I guess. But if you match up with them, the woman has to message you first.
Oh.
So you can't message them at all until they message you. And 100% of the time, the woman goes, hey. You know, if it was the dude on the other foot, the dude's got to come up with this hilarious one-liner that's got to sink in and state how his personality and everything in one sentence.
Okay, I'm gonna call you out. I'm gonna call you out real quick.
Here we go.
So what are your standard lines on Tinder when you're doing the first shout out? Do you have a Rolodex of standard lines? Like,
I usually use a funny GIF.
oh, that is a good one because then you don't actually have to say anything.
Right. They think it's funny, then they'll respond. If they don't, I'm like, bye. I don't know.
Bye, Felicia.
I mean, I honestly don't care half the time. So when I do it, I just don't care. Doesn't matter. It's one of those.
Have you ever had somebody? Have you ever matched up with somebody, went on a date with them, and nothing worked or whatever? But then, like later again, they swipe on you again. Can you do that, or is it not possible?
You can, but I don't. I've never met them, and then that happened. I don't think.
Oh, okay.
It could happen. Yeah.
Have you had combos and then they swipe on you again later?
Yeah, and then like 6 months later, they're swiping again. I'm like, I've already talked to you, or I'll talk to them on Bumble, and then they'll be on Tinder, and I'm like, but you didn't even talk to me on Bumble. Now you're swiping me on Tinder, but you still didn't talk. Yeah, dude, it's horrible. It's such low odds that you're gonna meet anybody out of it. It's really just something to do to pass time. You can't take it serious at all.
Are you, when you're on those type of apps, are you looking relationship or are you just looking Smash Brothers?
I don't look for Smash Brothers. I'm almost 40. I don't want to be in your boat the rest of my life.
Just my single little schooner out on the water.
Your empty office room you have right there.
I'm pretty sure I look like Chris Farley at the end of Tommy Boy, just sitting in the middle of a lake, like, I could really use some help.
Dad, I could really use some help out here. Could use some wind right now. Yeah, I don't even know what the other ones are, man. Like I don't know. Like Plenty of Fish. I never even tried that. Like
I told you I tried that, but I tried that like a long time ago. I tried that before I was with the last ex, or the ex before that. So that's got to be 10 years plus, more than that. I don't know. But I told you it got creepy because the lady was immediately like, "Yeah, let's meet up," and I'm like, "Cool." And we didn't even discuss a lot. We just had a couple drinks, and then it was straight to the Motel 6. And then
did they leave the light on for you, or?
Yeah.
Nah, it's a romantic like.
Just by the hour type place. And and then afterwards, she would hit me up every once in a while, be like, "Hey, are we doing this again?" And I'm like, nah,
homie, nah.
And then I was out there in Virginia towards what's that area? Vienna? Something? Where's anyway, I was going out there to go to like Capitol Grill for a work function, and she goes, "Where are you?" I'm like, "I'm at a work function," and she goes, "I see you." And I turn around and she's outside the restaurant. She could see me at the bar. I'm like, "No, yes,
it's going down in the club."
And it's not that she wasn't attractive, and I'd be embarrassed that she showed up. She was dressed the way you dress when you meet dudes to smash. Like, she was hoed up, and I was in business apparel, tie, and everything, with people I work with every day. She's just like, "Hi." I'm like, "We got to go."
You just grab her, you goon hand her and take her out. Nope, we're out of here.
Yeah. I picked her up like a 6-pack. Just walked out of there.
Oh, god damn it, that's funny. Oh man.
But she was a complete psycho, and I was like, "Look, I appreciate this, but I can't do this anymore." And she's like, "Okay." And then she started like showing up in my neighborhood, and that's when I just couldn't do it anymore.
Did I ever tell you the story?
Yeah.
I probably did, of the chick in Virginia Beach that was crazy. Like I took her, like me and her went
not narrowing it down.
Sorry, the one that I don't know. I can't remember if I told you this or not. It was I was on and off with her, and I think I met her on, I don't know which one of these. It's probably one of those things. Never did anything with her. Maybe made out at the most. That was it. And but this was over a year back and forth, and she'd be like, "If we're not meeting up right now, that's it. It's over." I'm like, "All right, you're crazy. Bye."
Right.
And then I'd get a message later. I'm like, "All right, whatever." So finally, I was like, "You know what? I'm gonna give her a chance." She seems like she apparently worked at the shipyard, but she was like an engineer or something. I was like, "Okay, that's a good job." So one day I was like, "Yeah, I'll meet you at Buffalo Wild Wings down there." Real classy like.
Yeah.
And so we're sitting there, and she sits down. You know, she's got her crazy eyes, and it's crowded. There's people around us. We got one of those little bar tables.
Yeah.
And we're sitting there and talking, and there's this table right next to us with dudes, and she keeps looking over at these dudes, and then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, she's like, "What are you guys looking at?" I was like, "What the fuck are you?"
But she wanted to start a fight.
Yeah, I was like, "What are you doing?" She goes, and she's like getting up in their face, like she gets up and goes over these dudes. I'm like, "What are you doing?" And she just keeps going like that, and then she sits down, and then she starts chit chatting with them. I'm like, "Dude, what the hell is going on, dude?" And she's like, so this goes on, and I was like, she is legit crazy. Like she's wanting to fight these dudes at one point. So I was like, all right, I got to get out of here. So eventually the night goes on. I'm like, all right, pay out, go outside of my car. She's like, so I'll just follow you back to your place then. So she wanted to hook up. I was like, yeah, just follow me back to my house. So I get in the car and I just drive. I just go. Stop doing the camera thing. So then I'm getting text messages like, hey, where did you go? And I just ghosted her. I was like, nope, you ain't coming back. I was like, I don't want you to know where I live after you just did that. But this is like this happened.
Look behind you. Look behind you.
Dude, that's terrifying. I actually got oh no, is somebody here? She's that crazy, man. She was that crazy. Like it was like a year of that. Like she would just like
she tiny?
She was skinny and tall, yeah.
Yeah, I find that a lot.
She was like legit. Like I'm like, if this shit got mad enough, she would stab me to death. I literally think that would have happened. Like she had the eyes, those crazy eyes, man. I was like, okay,
yeah.
That's the first time I ever like, yeah, come back to my place, and I just. And I took the long way. You know what Buffalo Wild Wings is? I drove the long square way back to my house just in case, so I could lose her.
Now, had she been to your place before?
No, she had never been. I was like, that's never going to happen.
Can you tell the story real quick about the girl from that bar that you can still smoke cigarettes in? The one that first we went over and had horrible like mac and cheese while you were trying to tell her that your name was not your name.
I don't remember that.
She was a little bit on the fluffy side, but she was like, she would give you weird ultimatums like that. Like you seem to meet women that give you like strange ultimatums, like we're either hooking up now or are you don't remember her?
We ate mac and cheese there?
What? You didn't eat. Okay. Do you remember there was the one girl and then she had the friend? The friend was there the night Trump won.
Oh yeah.
You don't have to tell that story. I find that that
chick was gross. I don't want to talk about her.
But I still bump into her friend.
Oh yeah.
Who works at almost like everywhere. Couple months she's at a different store, and I'm walking through, and she's like, "Hey Jordan," I'm like, "Oh, you remember?"
Oh.
But I'm very nice. We've talked a million times. It's just I still can't believe that she remembers. You know what I mean?
I think that girl worked there too.
Yeah, she ended up cooking.
Yeah. It was kind of bad. That was a bad situation.
Okay, if we're not going to talk about that one,
why do we have to talk about mine?
I don't have any.
Oh, that's convenient.
I've been dry for too long.
That's convenient.
Now, as far as girls that want to hook up, that there's been a handful, but I've been in that weird place mentally where I'm just not interested in, because it all comes with baggage. It all comes with all this other stuff. And the last couple months, I've finally been in a good spot mentally where I'm like, okay, I can start picking this up again. But I don't know. Maybe I've been too far out of the game to get back in the game.
Maybe you're finally into dudes. Maybe that's what you're coming around to it finally. Maybe you're opening up.
My only problem with dudes is there is no physical attraction. Like no matter how attractive and fit the guy is, there just would not be. I can't. I see gorgeous dudes all the time. There's just no attractiveness there.
What if they've transitioned?
If they were a chick that transitioned into a dude?
No. Well, yeah. Either one. Either way.
If she came walking up and was like, I used to be a chick, I'd be like, let me see the scars and all that. Let me see it. And I think I could handle it. I think I would try.
That's your first line. Let me see.
Yeah. Dude, if they're that open,
I would try.
That open?
Stupid man.
I want to see it. I want to see what they made down there.
Oh, no.
Okay, so you're telling me right now. Okay, anyway. Let's say the girl was banging. Everything you want in a woman. You meet her, you get along, you've been going out on dates. She's holding off on the sex thing, so that makes you feel a little weird. It's like the third date, and she's finally like, okay, here's the truth, Ruth. But I was born with both male and female. Like she's a Swiss Army knife. So, but her parents got, they picked one and they lopped off the twig and berries.
Oh my God.
That happens to people all the time, man.
All the time?
Yes. All the time.
Throwing that word around there a little bit.
Do you remember that urban legend of Jamie Lee Curtis was born with a nutsack? Like that was like a huge one. Anyway, so okay, so she admits to you that she was born that way. Are you just done? Are you grossed out?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So it used to be a dude, and now it's a chick. Are you done?
Yeah.
Okay. It used to be a chick, now it's a dude.
All in. Yeah.
It's just skin.
Just skin, Steven.
The line that goes down your nutsack.
Oh, come on. Why are we talking about this? It has nothing to do with dating.
Line.
It's just you.
That is the line that would be your Snatchbox 20. The skin on your sack, when you feel that, next time you're with a girl, start rubbing her labias and be like, oh, okay. It's just skin.
I don't want to talk about this.
It's just Play-Doh, and does it get formed into a penis or the thing with all the flaps and traps?
So this is what you cannot feed the animals because he's just going to keep going until I ignore this conversation.
Okay, fine. I'm just saying I don't know that I would immediately be turned off by a chick that had like any of that kind of stuff going on. I just don't know. Because I've been with a girl that had like completely different tits. Like
I don't need any more crazy. And that sounds like a lot of crazy is going to go on.
Body dysmorphia is not crazy. It's just a thing. So would you date a girl in a wheelchair?
Did I say crazy? I said it sounds like a lot of crazy going on, and women are already crazy. I don't want to deal with crazy and that.
Okay.
Deal with even more crazy.
Are you going to date a girl in a wheelchair?
Maybe. I could. Probably. Maybe. I don't know.
So
maybe when I was younger. Not anymore. I can't. My back's killing me, man. I can't be lifting people up.
I think most handy-capable people will figure out how to get around. She will drag her body up your stairs to the third floor.
How you getting the bath?
They do that on their own.
The bathtub's upstairs. How are they getting up there?
What
if they're paralyzed from the neck down? Then what? Yeah, I'm gonna have to dead.
How are you meeting people?
You said they're in a wheelchair.
Yeah, like if they. All right. So this happened in my early 20s where I met, or mid 20s, where I met a lady. So it was a group of dudes that were all getting together at this pool hall, and we were shooting pool, drinking beer. And then they were like, dude, don't worry about it. My girlfriend's coming with a bunch of her friends. I would say there's at least six guys, and I'm like, there's no way there's going to be enough girls showing up to this. And it's just like when we were in the Navy and you would roll like division deep into a bar, like you're all going to walk out. No, it's just not going to happen.
It actually never happens.
Right. So anyway, all these girls start showing up, and then this one girl comes wheeling in, and she was a friend. She lost her leg in a freak accident, and so from the knee down, she didn't have a leg, and so she was just rolling in this wheelchair. And I immediately was like, boom, that's the one.
You called dibs?
I did. I was like, I got wheels, and she ended up being a really cool person, and we hung out and everything. We didn't go that far into any kind of relationship because I was the first. She was a white girl, but I was the first white guy she ever dated. Mm. So there was lots of tension there.
Oh. I don't know if that came across or not, but if it did,
disappointment is a hilarious way to put how my anxiety was the first time we had sex. The first time we were having sex, I was like, man, I hope her snatch snapped back. Like, I hope she does Kegels.
You don't have to describe it. Everybody knows. Everybody knows.
Knows what?
What I was implying.
Oh.
It just needs to be left there.
I'm trying to explain how, I mean, my heart was beating. I was sweating.
What was her leg doing?
One was, her good one was in like, I had her knee, it was bent over this hand. And then the one without the knee.
Here it comes. This is going to get us banned from YouTube. Here it comes.
No, the one without the knee was just right here. And it was a fixation point. You try not to look at it, you know, like if somebody has a big birthmark on their face, you try to look them right in the eyes the whole time. You're like, yeah.
Over the top, looking them in the eye.
Yeah. Where actually I'm drilling a hole right here. If they have anything going on, I don't look at the eyes either because the eyes are a giveaway. Like, oh. I'm like, okay, but this is the one thing I didn't do that whole time. Never did anything with it. The stump.
What would you do with it? What do you mean?
Lick it.
Oh, come on. That's gross.
What are you talking? Okay, whatever. You are the most vanilla sexual experience guy ever. With all the chicks you go out with, it's just, I guarantee it's 3 positions out. We're done.
You don't know my life.
It's all bang, bang, boom, out the door.
Get the job done. That's what I do. That's all I need. What else would I need to do?
I eat plain oatmeal and black coffee every day, so I never change it up.
Bowl of oatmeal, orange juice, cup of coffee.
A ham sandwich for lunch.
I eat my pancakes dry.
I cook them the night before.
Oh my God. I leave them out so they're all hard and crunchy.
Do you remember a couple episodes ago I showed you the Dr. Disrespect, the guy from Twitch? Guy was dressed up all crazy. Yeah. So apparently the last 2 days in a row, people have shot at his house. Somebody has drive by and shot at his house and hit his house twice now.
In real life.
In real life. Like he was
found out where he lives.
Yeah. So he was on the stream. There's a
We might want to stop saying what towns we're in.
Right. Well, he's like he's streaming, and I guess I don't know if he got a call or where, because I think he might stream from another location or something, but he got a call and he came back on the stream. You know, he wears a wig, a mustache. He had it all off. He's like, somebody just shot at my fucking house, flipping out. And he's just like, I gotta go. I'm cutting this off. It's 2 days in a row they've done it. He has a kid. He has a little girl too. They were shooting at his house.
Dude. For what? Because he snipes people or something?
No. He's just popular. He's just popular. I don't know.
Because you know those like that shooter down in Jacksonville, he went back into that Madden tournament just because he got beat by the same dude, and they know for a fact that he targeted that guy because he walked past other people.
Yeah.
He walked past like 18 other players just to go back there.
The only thing he could have possibly done is like, you know, ban somebody or talk trash to somebody that was in his chat room. But it's like, Jesus, dude, I can't imagine doing that. And you're trying, you know, that's how you make your living. And now you got to worry about people shooting your house.
So I was going to say that, right? So,
pretty sure he's out in like LA.
Do you remember that time I was telling you I was talking to that one like really nice lady? I wasn't a really good person. She was a Vine person.
Mm-hmm.
This is back when you lived down here, and she was a Vine person, and she was fantastic. We talked all the time, but then my mom got sick, and I quit talking to everybody. Anyway, she used to say that she goes, I would go on other people's podcasts or on their shows or do YouTube videos, and she'd be like, yeah, I just moved back to this town. And the person she's doing a show with would be like, no, don't.
Yeah.
Don't say where you live. Don't say what's going on.
Check this out. Watch this. Oh, you probably can't hear it, can you?
Oh, he's an old man.
Broke this upstairs window.
Man, that is crazy. He ended the stream immediately afterwards. They confirmed the deputy on scene investigating. No medics were needed.
It's crazy, man. Yeah.
Why?
Like, I'm done with this.
Over a video game.
Yeah. He's just a character, you know? He's like one of the most popular ones, but it's like, Jesus, dude.
First off, how far did the person drive?
They said it's 2 days in a row, though. The guys drove by 2 days in a row and showed his house now.
Let's say you lived 6 hours away from that dude.
Oh, yeah.
So you wouldn't just leave. You would do it day. You'd
be crazy. It's a crazy person. I mean,
so there's got to be a perimeter, and then
they say they shut out the upstairs window.
Just if you think about just driving from the nearest grocery store where you live to your house, how many cameras do you think you pass that face the road?
Oh, dude, nowadays you can't get away with anything. They'll find that guy. Just like they found that Iowa girl. I mean, they actually had that person for a while. They're trying to, I guess, identify him because they had cameras showing him pick her up and do all kinds of stuff.
You remember that old Will Smith movie, the Enemy of the State movie?
Oh, yeah.
So it just reminds me of that. Like the technology civilian-wise didn't exist back then, but yeah, now it does. All cops have access to cameras and everything.
You want to see the funniest headline ever?
Okay.
Here we go. This is the funniest thing I think I've seen in a good long time. Here we go.
Police want to know who put crack pipe vending machines on Long Island.
Oh, God, that's good. It's like,
you mean like somebody put a machine out
full of crack pipes?
I got to look this up now. That is fantastic. It's probably the best thing.
It says they're popping up all over the place. Apparently,
is crack back?
They were actually repurposed tampon dispensers.
Oh, that is great. I just Googled is crack back, and there's a headline going, crack is back.
Yes, Jordan, it is back. How did you know?
It's just like gonorrhea. It's just back. Everybody's getting it.
Yeah, that's funny.
I did not know crack was back. I guess because the opioids are getting busted on, right? So they got to do something.
Did it ever go away, though?
Did crack go away?
Yeah.
I thought it switched to heroin for a while. Well, I guess you have. Are you an uppers person or a downers person? So. How long?
I don't feel like we touched a lot on the dating thing.
Okay, so here's my question, Steve. This is no joke on this historic, momentous day. I personally am thinking, is it worth getting back out there? That is where I'm at. The pros and cons list is pretty much dead.
Here's the pro. The number one pro. Yes, because it gives content to this.
Oh.
So
you want the failures to just be
I want so many failures, yeah. Documented failures. Yeah. What's that? Come on. What are you drinking? What do you got?
Bottle of water.
That pina colada?
So what you're saying is I should go for it and then just document the whole thing as a piece for the show.
Yeah. Just write down stuff as it comes. Yeah. It'd be good stuff for the show.
Do I just take videos the whole time too?
Yeah, videotape her the whole time.
Okay, so do I take it seriously and I'm trying to actually have a relationship, or am I just picking whatever? Am I literally putting a profile on Tinder and then not looking and just swiping all of them, no matter what they look like?
Here's the trick of the trade. Yes, you just swipe right on every one of them.
You know where I'm at.
Yeah.
There's so many on there.
It doesn't matter. So here's the thing. You can sit there and take when you first start, you're like, no. Oh, she's good looking. Oh, yeah, she's good. Let me read this profile real quick. But then you'll learn this is not worth my time.
Hold on. Time out. Why would I use that voice? No.
So
I'm doing this on the toilet. It's going to be like this.
All right. So look, you'll get to the point you're like, screw this. Swipe until you run out of swipes. Then you'll be done. You have to wait 24 hours. So during that time, you're going to get the likes anyway. And if you get really good, if you go on your profile, it shows it's like, hey, somebody likes you. And it blurs out their face. But you can still make out what that picture looks like.
Yeah, so you can find that picture.
And then you're like, oh, this is the person that liked me. Nope. But, I mean.
Can I tell you right now, though, the other part of all of this that is the most terrifying for me? So just as I had some friends go, man, you really got to get out there and date. And when I say friends, these are acquaintances, because that's not good for you, man. Messes with your brain.
I need that. I need to be normal. So
they set up a match profile, but they didn't have any pictures. So they sent me the thing, and they're like, hey, go set up your pictures. I'm like, okay. They gave me the login and everything. I logged in. I changed my password. Started getting ready to upload pictures, and I receive an email showing my possible matches in the area. They were all the single moms of kids that go to my kids' school and all this other stuff. I was like, nope. Immediately turned it off. I was
what
like,
do you think you're going to get when you're looking for the 40-year-olds? What do you think you're going to get?
I understand that, youngin. I'm just saying, I'm not down with that.
Well, are you down with the sickness?
Ooh, wah! I can't even do that. Hold on.
Ooh, wah! I can't do it either.
Hold on.
Ooh, wah! It's caught right there. I'm thirsty.
Okay, so can we at the end of this episode, let's take a pause, get drinks and everything, and then come back and we'll just go through me setting up my Tinder profile.
Yeah, I like it. Let's do that.
How long have we been going?
A little bit over an hour, I think.
All right. What are we doing at the ends now?
Do you want to start another one, or
as the producer you said we have to?
Oh, it's sweat. Oh,
is it that bad?
Dude, I'm not sweating that bad. Look at this. I'm almost fresh and so. Oh, it's a little bit. Dude, that's a lot.
Oh my god!
It looks like me, bro. Oh, come on. Let's stop this one. We can make another one.